Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance. I am going to show you in this video what I ate exactly 1 year ago and exactly 1 week ago to show you the difference that it takes to get from Quasi Recovery to real recovery. And it's just packed with information that would have enabled me to give myself the permission to eat. And I actually talked about that in my topic video of today. I'm having 2 daily videos from now on, and the food diary will be 1 video, and check out both of them daily and you're good to go. This can be your recovery year, guys. This would have been the content that, this is the content that would have made me recover sooner if I had seen it. And so give this a thumbs up or down for that. And so don't forget the live stream that we will have together with David, my husband, on Monday, 5 p.m. UTC +1. It's German time. You can translate that to any time of your country. For the UK, for example, it's 4 p.m. It's going to be for half an hour here, and 1 hour earlier on my German channel. Whoever of you guys speaks German, it's going to be on my German channel as well for half an hour. And the reason I want you to be aware of this and to really come and visit there live in that time and ask your questions is because David and I wonder if you guys are even interested. If there is the interest of you guys, then we are likely going to do that on a regular basis, because you can ask us anything. Nothing is off limits, but only then, because yeah, we don't have to do a live if there's no live people around at that time. So write it down for you guys, be there. This is what I screenshotted 1 year ago. It was, guys, it was 7 a.m. before breakfast, like when I woke up and I looked at this kind of picture. I just want to show it to you now because I remember that when I saw this, it kind of always triggered me. It was like, yes, this is like so perfect, so wholesome, so colorful. Look at the vegetables, look at everything, and this is how it's meant to be. And it's so simple. If we just eat this all day long and nothing else, then this is what nature intended us to eat like, and this is the way to go, and it's the most natural thing to do. And it's kind of like living in this world, in this dream world, because the reality looks different. Even if I'm in the Philippines, not now, but even when I'm in the Philippines, yes, there's a lot of own harvest and stuff, but still I want to be social. I want to be part of this world and not isolate myself from a normal life. And so it's so important that we are not afraid of unwholesome foods. And I just remember here the kick I got off of these kind of pictures. This is another screenshot by A Way to Healthy, simply made of chickpeas flour and water. And it's like a high protein polenta. Yeah, just also, yeah, everything has to be self-made and so plant-based, and yeah. So this was before breakfast. It's just like the mental hunger I was talking about in the topic video from today. Check it out, where I talk about taking photos of food, that it is an eating disorder habit and can be if made from those motivations of the eating disorder. And many, if you wonder, why do I then take photos of my food, then check that video out so you know where I'm coming from. This was the coffee celebration kind of with my husband that it really also made me feel alive, because it's just so connecting also. I really loved that one. This is a screenshot from A Way to Healthy as well. Enjoy each freaking moment to the fullest and be grateful for all you already have. Don't wait to lose it to appreciate it. Fine enough so far, right? I agree 100%. And then she writes, including your health. And also that is right. nothing against this kind of post. The thing is, my eating disorder turned it kind of around, twisted it into, you know, when I read the word health, including your health, I immediately thought of physical health. Eating perfectly, eating healthy, living healthy, everything healthy. And that is what I thought about. I didn't primarily think of the mental health. Like, yes, theoretically, I knew that is a part of it, but I always kind of emphasized and prioritized the physical health. And didn't want to see, like, didn't want it to be true that I was struggling mentally while being and living the healthiest physically. And that is just, I remember that is what kind of triggered me, that including your health. Don't wait to lose it to appreciate it, including your health. So I was like, yes, and this is why I am living so healthy. This justifies it. This is the reason, and people just don't understand. And this is just something that used to just, it's kind of, my eating disorder just made itself a bath and was just like, yes, this is what we want, yay. Funny image, but yeah. This was another pose of her. It's sponge cake oats. And this also kind of, it always just kind of confirmed it to me that I was doing the right thing. Yes, I am making a wannabe cake, but therefore it's whole food. It is the healthiest, all of this stuff. And, you know, other people are doing this too and promoting it and saying this is the way to go. So other people just don't understand. This is the kind of people that would understand me. So it's just like I screenshotted things that kind of confirmed to me and encouraged me in the eating disorder habits that I was engaging in. And that just kind of, I always just kind of looked out for what I wanted to believe, for what I wanted to be true. And that is the thing, your brain always looks for, and that is the anorexic brain as well, always looks for the things that are going to underline what you're already believing. And if your brain is afraid of something, it's always going to look for evidence that this fear is appropriate. It's justified, it's rational, this is like, we have to be afraid of this. It's just a learned behavior. You taught your brain to be afraid of something by avoiding it. Also, this is a truth that helped me so much. Write it down for you, because anything you avoid for long enough, or even for short term, it's individual, is going to be something that you are going to be afraid of. Because you teach your brain there is some reason that we are avoiding this, like actively avoiding this. So your brain is going to be convinced that, well, there must be a reason. This seems to be dangerous for us. We're just better going to be afraid of this. And so it's a learned behavior. This is the next photo. It's a selfie, and at the time I include these selfies because I can see some emptiness in the eyes. Like, yes, I was happy, much happier than before, because I knew I'm making steps, I can do this, but I was still very much imprisoned, and I think just, yeah, you can see it. Or at least I see it, and that is nothing against me at that time. I just see, besides the happiness in my face, I also see the struggling as well and the suffering. And this is the another oatmeal cake, that I was challenging because of the chocolate, and with yogurt on top. Pretty much the same as the day before. I think it's a little bit more yogurt. Going through this faster. So many photos of, like, yeah, we get it. The consistency, guys, I was kind of obsessed with the perfect consistency of oats. I like, if David, for example, poured the water into my oats so they could soak, it never came out right. Like, but like, how? Why do we have to have the perfect consistency of oats. I tell you why I had to have it. It's because the more water, the lower the calorie density, the fuller you are with the same kind of calories. I did get in all of my calories that I needed to, according like the minimum guidelines from Minimod. But that I just wanted to be as full as possible with these calories, because deep down inside I felt and I knew I actually want more. And when I felt physically full, I felt safe because I didn't have to eat more. That's how I kind of justified it, or that's how my eating disorder told me. And so I just loved that perfect consistency. And the thing is, we only feel the pressure or the need to do that as long as we are afraid of weight gain. Because yes, great, if you put less water or like it's not soaking that specific amount of time, then that just means it's less volume for the food. So so what? That's even better because it's more calories, right? And so we can sooner recover from the energy deficit. And yeah, it's just very twisted, right? How we think about it when we're in the disorder. This was the day when I was making a video. I used this for a thumbnail as well. You can see it on my channel. And I was happy, guys. This was not fake. And it was actually this one. From 80-10-10 to question mark ratio. What will happen? This was when I announced I'm going to go more on the fat, like maybe even more than what we had now so far. And you know, I was experimenting there and I made it public, and because I wanted recovery. I always wanted that there already. I just had this rule that I was not willing to give up, which was it has to be vegan. That's just a no-brainer, and ethically that always was a no-brainer for me. But the thing is, we have to use our brain in order to recover, because we cannot like literally we cannot rely on our brain. If we rely on our brain, then we are going to cater to and serve the eating disorder, because that is what wires our brain is wired according to the values of the eating disorder. And so we have to make conscious decisions, even against our ethics sometimes, in order to recover from the restrictive eating disorder. This was also in German. Yeah, I might react to that sometime. So this was a lunch, a big plate of banana ice cream and soy flakes. Soy flakes were pretty much adding more fat, more protein, and also soaked, because they are harder to digest, and my digestion wasn't as good as it is now. Yeah, it's super yummy, guys, but so safe, just like such a safe food. I don't know, that was a snack, it seems. Okay, before the dinner. Okay, this is something that challenged me on that day. We had doner kebab. Made it ourselves. This is some vegan chicken replacement. And we have some tzatziki, self-made tzatziki with soy yogurt here, and lots of garlic and leek. And all the things that you have on a doner kebab, with cucumbers and tomatoes and purple cabbage, at least, and onions, at least what we wanted on our kebabs. And this is the bread, the flat bread. Of course, it's processed, you know, this is not a whole food meal. And this also, David made it with oil, and this was just so special for me. I love kebab. And it always has to be with the right sauce, with tzatziki. You know, it's just... There were times in my high carb times where I had you know, when we went into doner, the highest thing that I could think of or go for, because of my fears, was just, you know, the bread which was processed enough. But you know, in the high carb phase, I just really didn't care about that. I didn't care if the carbs were refined, as long as it's only carbs and no fat at all. And so any kind of sauce from the donut shop, it was off limits. That it was just a no-go. And I always asked for the kebab just with the vegetables, no sauce at all, maybe some chili powder. And so that's a dry life, guys. This is just a dry bread with some veggies. Yes, you can eat it when you're starving, but well, and I was literally like, I don't know, it's, and then you tell yourself, well, this is abundance, we can eat in abundance, this is perfect. And it's like, yes, it might be abundant in calories, it's not abundant in a flavor, like in the type of foods you can eat. You cannot just freely and abundantly choose from all the things that are there in the shop. And it's just like, yeah, I didn't want that to be true. I just closed my eyes at those times. And so having this kind of doner, the vegan kebab, was just heaven for me. So it's called, I think it was from Aldi, the Wonder Chunks chicken. It's with soy protein. And they were, guys, they are extremely delicious. They're so good. I don't know if they have them in the regular stock, but they are really, really good. Of course, also a little bit expensive. But this is the end product. And I tried to just shut off my brain there and just go with how I would get it in the shop when I was ordering a kebab. I also asked David, like, how would he prepare it? His one, and he helped me kind of make it a good filled doner. And then the tzatziki on top, and this was so profound for me, this experience, because I could just eat what David was eating and was enjoying myself. And I felt, if I make these steps, if I keep on making these steps and taking these steps, then I will be recovered sometime, because I can just go somewhere else and then just eat out. What you guys don't see here in these photos also is that, you know, I wasn't eating snacks. I was kind of compensating. I might have already known during the day or in the morning that we might have this in the night. It was not spontaneous, so I kind of, you know, I wouldn't have eaten a snack because I was compensating already for what I would eat later, and kind of these things which I don't do anymore. And so it looks so free, it looks so very real recovery. It wasn't. But I made these steps, and they are very crucial to where I am now. But at that time, something in me already knew this is not what we're looking for yet. Yes, it's the right direction, but there's a lot of steps to be done in order to get where we really want to be, in order to be fully recovered. Yeah, really yummy here. Oh, and this is what I ate exactly 1 week ago. It is a coffee. We actually went for a brunch with a friend and celebrated her birthday. We got this coffee, and guys, I have this every day, and it's like I have no fear of this anymore. I used to be afraid of this, to order this in a cafe, because of, you know, the caffeine and also the liquid calories, but I have this every day now. It doesn't matter if I'm at a cafe or at home, and it's like, this is a new life. I love this. And this was something my friend ordered, a cinnamon snail, and this is what I ordered. It's a huge, this is David's. No, this is David's with the avocado. This is my friend's, and I had the pancakes, guys. I was going for the granola, and then because it sounded nice, but then I knew, well, this is more challenging and it sounds nice as well. And in the last moment, when the waitress was already there, I said, well, I'm going for that one. We're going for you know, the full opposite, not only half of the opposite. Although the granola would have been with yogurt and stuff and, you know, challenging things. But the thing is, it's still much healthier in my brain. It still is much less challenging for my eating disorder to eat the more natural stuff like granola and fruit and yogurt. And so this is, I mean, it's literal cakes, and it's so much better. These pancakes are so much better than the pancakes that we made a week before, because they are not healthy version. These are like literal cakes. And guys, you will see for yourself now. I was I was feeling like a child, so happy. I never ever ordered pancakes in a cafe in my whole life. This was the first time, and I don't know if you can tell, but this just makes me feel alive. It's worth it to recover, guys. Let's look at this. I'm actually saying here, just pour on all we have. This is maple syrup. All of the syrup, it's bathing, swimming in the maple syrup. And yes, it's only food, guys, and it was only part of like the beautiful encounter we have, the beautiful time we had together with our friend. And we also went for a walk later, and you know, we celebrated her birthday, but it is part of it. And I was so 100% present with everything we talked about. I was just enjoying myself and just enjoying the fact that I can enjoy this. And I was not in my eating disorder. I was just fully present with everything else. It was so much more important. And I used to be not able to do this. And it was more about the food then. Yeah, it just makes me so happy. This is so nice, guys. And it's not too much food. It's just great. Okay, this is something I had later in the day. It's a rest of a cake that my housemate or flatmate made, and it was yummy, some kind of marzipan kind of thing. This is another gnocchi dish with cashew, red pepper sauce, and yeast flakes, like nutritional yeast, and broccoli. I had some red pepper with it, some lettuce, and I also emptied the whole pan. It was full of sauce still, and I just licked it all. Like I wanted it all. And it's like, if you lick the bowl, you have to have more. It's like, it's a sign that you're hungry. And just licking things, you know, it's something that people with, how to say, I didn't allow myself to do that when I was in the eating disorder because, you know, it's untracked calories and stuff. And no, we lick the bowl. Life is short. Lick the bowl. And I actually only had one bite of this bread, and it's because I made a thumbnail for you guys for another video that is already up. I think you will see the thumbnail then. It just fit to the topic of the video. Then we had this kind of noodles, some Asian noodles with peas and tofu and a lot of oil, guys. And I love noodles with some veggies and spinach and Brussels sprouts, and this is some mayonnaise sausage salad. This is me eating the noodles. David took these photos of me. And then I had some beer, the Perlenbacher. It's some alcohol-free, non-alcoholic beer. And in the night, I woke up, I had a Cliff Bar. This is, like, I was hungry, that's why I'm eating this. And it's, even if I'm not physically hungry, if I think of food, I will eat. No matter what time of the day or night. This is a blueberry crisp Cliff Bar. And then I had another one. This, you see, the former was the blueberry crisp, and this is the crunchy peanut butter one. So I had to, because the first one alone didn't cut it. I was still thinking of food and maybe even physically hungry. But if I wouldn't be physically hungry, it wouldn't matter. If I feel deprived, if I don't have it, I have to have it. And so that's how I'll go about it now in real recovery. Okay, please don't forget the live stream. It's so important, and I see you next video. Bye.